Brickhouse.
Hello, 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 everybody. Always has a boner. Brickhouse Anime. I am one of your hosts, Ukishoto, and joining me is, I guess, another host.
Mr. Kage.
It is indeed. And today, Mr. Kage, what is it that we'll be doing?
We will be discussing what anime to refer to your friends to get them into anime.
In short, actually, I was pretty short. That's pretty good.
That's the best way to describe it, no?
Yeah, pretty much. Just if you're trying to convert your friend to anime, here are some good picks.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Good for
well,
beginners.
that way you can ease them into it. You don't want to start them off with something like Higarashi's no Nakokoro ni or
Yeah, whatever that is.
When They Cry.
Okay, that doesn't help.
It's you've seen a couple episodes of When They Cry.
Oh yes, I remember.
Yes. You don't want to start them off with something like that. It'll ruin them forever.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't want to watch anime.
No, ever.
Yes.
Or
I see.
don't.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was gonna say don't ever recommend Boku no Pico either. That is forbidden on this show, by the way.
Yes, apparently. I've never watched it, but
I haven't either.
Kage has went through it multiple times. He has
have
studied
not.
the deep philosophies with it.
I have not.
And
I have
he
not.
has
I'm not even...
watched attentively to every single millisecond even of Boku no Pico.
If you haven't noticed, he's trolling you.
I am being sarcastic.
He is being very sarcastic.
I know I'm quite convincing, but
yes, he is very convincing. He is 110% convincing. But he's sarcastic.
I am.
So, what, Mr. Bookish? What would you recommend to convert a friend to anime?
Personally, I'm kind of recent to anime, honestly. I only started last year after all. It has been less than a year since I started. Although I have watched a fair amount.
Let me cut you off right there, and let's give Bookish here an actual round of applause because he did start only a year ago.
Less than a year ago.
Yes, yeah. less than a year ago, but he's also almost reached the same status that I have in my 13 years of watching anime. So he definitely...
I'm not sure that's a compliment.
That's a compliment. That's definitely a compliment because you've literally binged anime.
Yes, I'm a degenerate. Yes.
He has no friends.
Yeah. I guess that's a running theme.
Yes, it is.
Apparently.
Well, apparently you nope, because you've literally come close to my list. Now, granted, I'm well over 40 anime beyond him. Don't get me wrong. I have seen more than you.
Listen, if I finished all the anime I started, I'd be a lot closer.
You'd be closer, but you still wouldn't be at my level.
How do you know? I left out a ton of anime that I didn't finish.
Well, like I said, I keep bringing this up, and I love to bring this up. One Piece. I mean, One Piece.
All I've got's the Monogatari series.
800 to 900 episodes of One Piece.
Listen, give me like a month. Done.
I give you more than a month because at some point you're gonna be like, I just need to take a break from One Piece. I guarantee you. I've done it. I know. So, what show would you recommend, sir?
So, my first show, honestly, right, when you're trying to get people into anime, you need popularity, right? And
of course.
you need to be interesting from the get-go, because they're trying something new. They're going out of their comfort zone. Like if they don't find it interesting, they're gonna drop it, even if it gets better. So I'd recommend something that goes straight in for the kill. You want to watch it. It has drive. So personally, I think the one that I started off with is pretty good. It's Attack on Titan. Mainstream of mainstream.
All right. So can I make a counter argument to that?
Go for it.
Okay. My counter argument for that is I think I agree with the mainstream part about it, and I agree with the full head diving in part, not just dip your toe and, see how test the waters. No, you got to dive straight in, head first in. I agree with that. I don't agree with Attack on Titan.
You don't agree with
Here's
Attack on Titan?
no. Here's why I don't agree with Attack on Titan. Okay,
Enlighten me.
Attack on Titan is a different based anime in the sense of it kills off characters.
It does.
It kills off characters, and
Game of
the
Thrones of anime. It
right
has been
Game of
nicknamed.
Thrones of anime. I definitely agree with that analogy. Okay, so
It's not mine.
would you recommend an anime that kills off characters?
Yep.
Which there's nothing wrong with killing off characters. Would you seriously recommend an anime that
See
kills
how
off
popular
characters?
Game of Thrones is?
Right, I agree. I'm not necessarily disagreeing with that, but hear me out. And then they go and watch anime series where none of the characters die, or one of the characters dies and that's it, or it makes it less impactful, if you know what I mean. Because if you
So you're wanting something like a more less unique, basically.
yes, because you want to save the uniqueness anime for something to keep them into anime, if you know what I mean. You've got the one anime that you can recommend to them that will convert them into a weeb. You know,
Mhm.
the starting, just start off just a small little anime nerd.
Yeah.
But to really seal the deal, I would save anime like Attack on Titan, or me personally, I
I
would
can see that.
I would save anime like uh, Helsing. Helsing.
Kage.npg stop working. Helsing. Haven't watched Helsing. So I'm gonna
Helsing.
go.
Helsing is really it's more bloody than Attack on Titan, but the story will keep you interested and making you want to finish it and watch more and more and
Mm,
more. Uh, but I'm not saying you have to use Helsing as an example. I'm just saying
yeah.
that you can throw Helsing in with Attack on Titan, or you could throw
I see
something.
where you're coming from.
Yes, yes, yes,
So
yes.
so what would you
Okay,
throw
so
out?
so 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 think of the same logic. Basically, I would
Mhm.
say to okay, so think of it this way. It's like fishing. I know this is a pretty poor analogy, but it's the only analogy I
Okay.
could come up with right now.
All right,
Think
I'm
of it
good at
as
coming up with
fishing.
analogies.
Right. Well, think of it as fishing. What do you do when you first start fishing? You
You
put the
lay out
bait
the
on the
bait.
hook. Right. You lay out the bait. Okay. The bait is that one anime that you're going to try and convert your friend into watching anime.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's
You
the bait.
snag them and reel them in.
Right. Hang on. Mine is a two-part scenario. I convert
Ooh,
using one
hot
anime.
parts.
Yes, I convert using one anime as the bait and then hook them with another anime that
I
reels them in.
see. I see.
Yes, that is my tactic.
So what would you
So my bait would be Bleach.
Bleach?
Bleach.
I've never watched Bleach, although I know that it's very long and intimidating.
Okay, Bleach is a long and intimidating anime,
I feel like the
but
longer the
Bleach will
anime
get them.
is, the less likely someone is to watch it because they just view it as way too much of a
Well,
commitment.
actually, no, not necessarily. If you think about it in today's times, in
I mean,
today's in
that's what
today's
I did
times,
with One Piece and Black Clover and all that. I saw that 100 episode mark and I was just, oh, I want to watch other ones before that because that is going to be a long commitment.
right? But you also have to think about the way other people think too. Okay, so other people also think on the
Yeah, but
level
this is
of
this is for like the rookie anime watchers.
right,
I
right.
doubt if you're going into like if you want to watch a superhero movie, you don't immediately dive into like I don't know, Avengers Infinity War. You got to build it up. You go watch like Iron
Right.
Man,
I
then
agree with I
Captain
agree with
America.
that. I agree with that statement. But mom, hear me out. Okay. The reason I say Bleach is because Bleach doesn't have that many episodes. It's not that many. It really isn't compared to the other big shonens out there. Um. So if you think about it in today's terms, what do people watch mostly when they stream? They watch Netflix. They watch Netflix series. Okay, and they binge watch next Netflix series. All right, so let's say for instance you're binge watching a Netflix series, and each episode of that Netflix series, there's 24 episodes in that Netflix series, and then each episode is 40 to an hour long, 40 minutes to an hour long.
Hmm.
All right, you're spending just as much time binge watching that series, that 24 episode series with 40 to 1 hour long episodes in Bleach. Bleach is only 20 minutes long. If you cut the ending and the opening out of the equation, it's only like 19 minutes long. Okay? And you can skip past the ending and opening to make it that long. So then you add up the 19 minutes. So basically, in a sense, you're watching half of the Bleach anime as much as you'd binge watch a Netflix series.
Yeah, but then at the same, is Bleach in seasons or is it just all one big season?
Bleach is in seasons, yes. So
Okay.
if you watch season 1 of Bleach,
Yeah, because I feel like
you would finish season 1 of Bleach before you finish that Netflix series.
because I was gonna say if it's something like One Piece, like let's say One Piece was like really scaled down, right? Uh,
Right.
but but say if there was just like a big long show that was all just one season, I feel like that'd be a lot more intimidating compared to like the same amount of episodes but split into seasons, you know?
Right, but Bleach is cut down into seasons.
Hmm.
You where it comes to a point in the story where you can shut it off and you can go back to watching it later.
Okay, so you've showed your bait. What's
What's
your
my
sinker?
what's my sinker?
Yeah,
You ready for this?
I'm waiting.
I would honestly have to say it would be a small show. Like depending on what type of now like I said, this is general consensus.
Give me a show.
I know, calm down, calm down. This is general consensus, but I would have to say Attack on Titan. I would have to say something like Attack on Titan, or that's what hooks them.
So
That's
honest,
what
on
gets them. I would say
ah,
something. Yes, I would say
I feel like
something.
we've gone for the different approaches here.
Well, of course, there's
Hmm.
not everybody has the same approach,
Yeah.
and I think that's what makes it a debate, and I think that's what makes it a topic.
Though you know one anime that I wouldn't recommend, although some people might.
What's
It's
that?
actually My Hero Academia.
I would not. No, I
I
agree
would
with
not,
you. I
because
agree with you on
while I
that.
do think My Hero gets really good, well, not really, it gets pretty good, but I feel like like the first season is just a bit dry.
Yes, yes, I agree. I
Like
agree
I
with you
got
on that.
bored watching the first season, if I'm being honest.
I I wasn't bored watching the first season. I was more bored along the lines of watching like the second season up until the point where they fought Stain. Now, when they finally fought Stain, then I was like, okay, this is getting good. But before that, it was just like, no, it was dry. It was completely and utterly dry. I don't like My Hero Academia when it goes down to the school aspect of it. When it comes down to the schooling aspect of it, like the classes, the training, it's dry.
Honestly, have you been keeping up to date with your My Hero?
Yes, yes, of course.
I'm just
I'm actually in the manga, so I'm a little bit ahead of
oh
you.
right. Well, the latest with Gentle, I love that.
Gentle was good. I will for a filler for a part of a filler between arcs. I think
Yeah,
Gentle was a great touch. I think it was a
honestly,
great touch in the anime.
when I saw the second half, I was like, oh, so it's just a skill festival. Oh, okay. But then when
Yeah,
they brought Gentle
not
in,
yeah.
at
It's
first
not
I was a
like
bit like, whatever. But then once Midoriya encounters him, I'm like, oh, this is good.
yeah. I agree because it's just like oh another school festival. It's not like that's happened in a million different anime before
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it's just typical. Oh, school school festival. Woo. Uh, but then there's yeah, then there's the but then you bring in gentle, which adds in a different aspect
Yeah,
of
that
the
was emotional.
yes, yes. Especially the little girl that fell in love with him, the little
Spoilers.
lolly.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry. It's, well, that's not necessarily a
Not
spoiler.
necessarily.
Not necessarily. I'm
La
just describing
forever.
her. I'm describing her what would be a spoiler for them would be describing her quirk.
Oh, I
That would
suppose so.
be
Yeah.
yeah, that would be a spoiler for them. I wouldn't say falling in love with Gentle was like a spoiler. I wouldn't say
Yeah,
that
I
was a
suppose.
spoiler. Um, because I
But
mean, she comes right out and says it in the beginning
yeah.
of of it, just like I'm in love with you.
Although,
So
one of my friends who like wasn't into anime, he recently watched this anime and uh as started watching another one because of it.
Mhm.
And it's also very, very normie. In fact, right now you could say it is the normiest of the normie anime. I think we all know where this is going. It is Demon Slayer.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm not gonna say Demon Slayer was overhyped. Okay, I'm not gonna say Demon Slayer was overhyped,
It was.
but it kinda didn't. It
It
didn't.
was.
Okay, yeah, it
It
was
was an
definitely.
entertaining watch, but
It was
like
an
not on the
entertaining.
level.
It okay. The best part. It's like okay,
They
you've
made it out
got
like it was
people.
the do all and end all.
Hang on, yeah, you've got people out there who are like Demon Slayer is the best anime ever out there. I'm like, no,
Like,
no,
no,
it's not.
it
It's
was
not.
definitely solid.
Yeah, it's solid. It's a
It
good
could
anime.
it could probably make some people's top 100,
Right. I
but
would definitely say that.
personally,
Even top 50. I'd go as far as to say some
some
people's top
people,
50.
yeah,
Yes. Yeah. But
but it's
since
not that like it's not
good.
as hyped as it
Yeah.
was.
It's not as amazing. It was
Yeah,
overhyped. I will say it. I'll come out and say it. It was overhyped.
it was.
Uh the fact that you've got people coming out here and saying that that was their favorite anime, it's the best anime of all time. It's just
Yeah,
like,
it's not.
um, have you seen Angel Beats?
I've not no, so can't really
Well,
say anything
no,
to
not
that.
you, but that's what I ask people. Have you seen Angel Beats? No, go watch Angel Beats. Have you
Yeah,
seen have you seen uh Bento? Bento's hilarious. Have you seen like I just start naming off like
hmm
it's not that I can name 6 to 25 different anime that are better than Demon Slayer.
yeah.
Just go
Honestly,
watch them.
it almost like ticks me off a little when, cause like I told him like, oh, Demon Slayer's good, but like they're definitely better, and he's like, nah. And I'm like, well, no, there are, and
Yes, yeah, they're
it's
definitely there
just like,
definitely is better.
oh,
It's so sad because it's just that one scene that new anime people watch in Demon
thing
Slayer.
is, I
That
like
one scene.
when I watched that scene, I didn't realize that was the scene that blew up the internet.
It
I thought
was,
it was
yeah,
a cool action scene,
yeah. It was
but
a
I
great
didn't get
action.
anything, and I thought the music was rather nice. I've actually
Yes,
got it on a Spotify playlist,
I
but
mean I've got it on my opening. I've got it on my opening to my channel.
yeah, but
I
like
like it. It's great, but it's
I
not
didn't get
world ending.
like what hyped everyone so much about it. I thought like, okay, good action, good music, but that's all it really is
Yeah,
to me.
I mean honestly and truthfully, if we're being honest here, well I'm a fairy tale fan, so oh here we go with the comment sections with with the fairy tale fan, but
What
regardless
comments?
regardless of me being a fairy tale fan, okay, I lost my mind when I thought Natsu was going to kill Gray. He literally was going to kill him. Like,
Spoilers.
uh, well, yeah, sorry, spoilers. That's my fault. I won't say
Haven't
any more
watched
about
Fairy
it.
Tail.
Yeah, right. Yeah, people who haven't watched Fairy Tale. Well,
Watched
most
like only
people
three
see.
episodes.
See, here's the sad part about it. Here's the sad part about Fairy Tale. Most people are not going to give Fairy Tale a chance, or they've already seen Fairy Tale.
True.
That's the minority. That is the minority of
I feel like the
people.
problem is it is really it's like One Piece long.
It's not. No, it's not. It's only like 250 to 300 episodes. It's
Uh,
not that long.
like
It
really?
really isn't. Yeah, look it up. It's not that long. And it only has 2 movies. One Piece has 800 to 900 episodes, depending on if you add the filler or not. And then it has like 8 movies out. So Fairy Tale
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
even.
it is only like 200.
Yeah, Fairy Tale doesn't come close.
Oh, I
Does
thought
not come
for
close
some
to
reason
One
I
Piece.
had it in my mind that it was. I don't know
No,
why.
no. I mean, and honestly and truthfully,
Oh, wait, actually it's more like 300. But yeah.
for first time fairy tale fans, I would definitely recommend you watch all the way through. But if you ever want to go give fairy tale a rewatch, you can perfectly fine like skip a certain arc in fairy tale, and that would be the Edalus arc. For those of you who have watched fairy tale, I would say skip the Edalus arc. There's no point in Edalus. There's really not. I think it was just a filler arc, really. So, but yeah, if I would say people need to watch Fairy Tale, honestly. But there's a point in
We're talking
back.
about new anime. Get back on track.
Well,
Back
actually,
up.
if you want to be technical about it, Fairy Tail, the ending of Fairy Tail was last year, so still a newish anime.
I'm talking about for newcomers.
Yeah, good point. Um,
What about SAO? Because I'm a bit conflicted on SAO.
a lot of people are conflicted on SAO, and here's what I say. Here's what I
For
personally think.
newcomers, for
Yeah,
newcomers.
for newcomers, I think SAO would be fine.
Yeah, it's popular.
Up to the end of the first season.
Yeah,
The second
first
season,
season fairy tale.
yeah, don't watch second season SAO. Like skip the second season of SAO.
Just skips
Like
like the end of the second
don't
season.
don't no. I'm not saying skip it entirely. I'm saying like put it on the back burner for now. I'd say watch the first season of SAO as the bait,
I liked the movie though.
and then I would go and hook
So
them in with something else.
Ordinal Scale was good.
Ordinal Scale was a good movie. Ordinal Scale was a great movie.
I liked it.
So,
Although, like, it is, you have to suspend a bit of disbelief that Kirito was moving like he was in the video game IRL. It's a bit
I
like,
don't
okay.
necessarily. I don't know because
Nah, I
there's
feel like,
there's a there's
because,
a there's a big question mark at the end of that because it's just like, um, because the whole thing about Kirito is about uh the what was his name, the mad scientist guy, the guy who trapped them all in SAO and then killed
I know what you mean. Can't remember his name.
yeah, I can't remember his name right now.
Let's just call him Okabe for right now.
No, don't call him Okabe. What's wrong with you? Uh I I would have to say that the guy who created SAO, I think the whole intention purpose of SAO
The
is
sport.
even right now I can't say it directly, but the subject that's going on in Elysiization right now is what determines the difference between reality and virtual reality. That's
Honestly, it's probably
that's
just
the
bored.
biggest subject. That's the biggest subject. I think, and that's what it is. I think. Oh, Akihiko Kayaba. That's his name. Ha!
That's the one.
Remembered it. Yep.
Kaiba.
I think Akihiko Kayaba is trying to
Okabe,
find.
Okaiba.
Don't even.
Okay.
Two totally separate, different mad geniuses.
Yeah. Well, one's not even really a genius when you think about it. He
Speaking
made
of.
he made a microwave that you could text, and it turned out it was actually a time machine.
Exactly. He's still a mad genius. If that doesn't make you a mad genius, I don't know what it is. But that's spoilers. Don't. That's spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen that anime.
Oh, true.
Speaking of Steins Gate.
Speaking of Steins
Speaking of
Gate,
Steins Gate, I would
I wouldn't
have to
recommend it for
say
newcomers.
I would definitely recommend Steins Gate for newcomers.
I wouldn't say newcomers.
I
I
would.
think
I
because
would
it's kind
because
of dry at the
it
beginning.
is dry, but see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The epicness that it ends with will bait them and hook them at the same time, in my personal
Yeah, but
opinion.
that's like 24 episodes they have to get through.
No, it's not. It's like 12. It starts getting good at
What?
12. It starts getting good at 12,
I meant for
in my
like to
opinion.
the ending.
Well, to the ending is the hook. After the 12th episode is the bait. That's why I would literally, if you were going to recommend an anime to somebody, I would recommend Steins Gate, and I would tell them straight up, look, this story starts off a bit slow.
I'm
It's
honestly not
really
sure I
boring.
would, because I feel like people that are coming into anime, they don't have great like attention span. They just want something entertaining, like right
Okay,
then.
I give that to you. I give that to you. The attention span thing would be a definitely killjoy on that because you have to pay attention to Steins Gate to
Yeah,
understand it.
because I feel like if you're just coming in new, you want something snappy, you want something entertaining, you want something that's right there and there,
Okay, then
right there and then.
I would say Konosuba then.
Konosuba?
Yeah.
That's kind of like for me personally. I feel like on the one hand, yeah, no, it's a great starter anime, but on the other hand, it's like I kind of wish that they'd watch a couple of Sekai before watching Konosuba. Because do you know what I mean? Where it's like Konosuba is funny because it sort of parodies a Sekai, but if you haven't watched any Isekai previously,
I guess yeah, I could kind of go for that. Yeah.
but even
So
then,
then
I might have
uh
watched Konosuba before watching any other Isekai, and I still loved it. So
you want to know what my first isekai was?
What was your first isekai?
Well, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say
Inuyasha?
yes. Inuyasha was my first isekai. It's but it's not labeled an isekai, so we're not. I wasn't gonna say Inuyasha.
Digimon.
Digimon's not labeled an isekai, so I can't say it was Digimon. But although those were my first
Said it
two
was
isekais.
Lesser of Inferior. Master of
No.
Ragnarok.
Actually, believe it or not, my first isekai was
Well, I doubt
ReZero.
that really.
ReZero.
ReZero. ReZero actually took me quite a while to watch ReZero.
It didn't take me long at all. That was actually
I
my
think
first
it's
isekai.
because back then I was still kind of new to anime, and my attention span wasn't all there. So I got like 3 episodes, and I was just like, oh, boring. But then when I came back to it like a month later, I realized that the show actually picks up a lot after the first three
Mm-hmm.
episodes,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're like, whoa, this is amazing.
Yeah. See, that was me. That was my first isekai. So I was just like,
Bloody
oh,
Corona,
let's
dude.
watch it.
Push
And then
back.
and then
We were
my
meant to get ReZero next season.
and then yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Corona.
Oh, yeah, don't even get me started on that because you know how I feel. It's just like this, just gonna dredge up the whole Amelia Rim war again.
Rem.
Rem all the way. I'm sorry,
Rem
you're gonna.
is best girl.
Yes, Rem is best
I
girl.
I take Catman over Amelia.
I would take Beelzebub over Amelia. I
Beelzebub?
I agree with Nux Taku
You
on
mean
that. I
you
would
mean
take dude.
Betelgeuse?
Beelzebub was a better waifu
I
than
think you mean
Amelia.
Betelgeuse.
Betelgeuse, yeah, Betelgeuse,
Betelgeuse.
yeah, Betelgeuse. He's
Fucking
basically
Beelzebub.
he's like after Beelzebub. That's basically
Beelzebub's
his
a
name.
demon.
He is a demon. Have you not seen the way the man goes crazy and his eyes pop out of his head? He is a damn demon.
Let's just all be let's get one thing clear though. Amelia, all she does is smile.
Yes, that's it. That's all she does, and she has
That's
like
all she does.
she has one-liners, and that's it.
I'd take the lolly librarian over her.
I would take, I would take the Count over Amelia.
All right, come on, come on. That's like comparing the size of a pebble to the sun. I mean,
The Count did have an interesting personality, though. You have to admit that
Count was a schmexy guy.
he was a
Like
great
not
guy.
gay, but
He was a Chad. He was definitely a
gay
Chad.
for Count. Gay for
He was
Count.
a Chad in personality, not in body type, but a Chad in
Yeah.
personality. So, but back to the whole thing. ReZero was my first isekai, and my second isekai was actually Overlord.
Overload was probably one of my first.
Overload or I keep
Oh,
saying Overload.
Overload.
Overlord was my second isekai,
Honestly, I feel like
and
it got a bit boring near like the end of the third season. I
yeah,
feel like
I agree. I agree. It's starting to get boring at the third
it
season.
definitely peaked at lizard sex though.
That's why most people are like, "Come on, now you're interested in that season because of lizard sex." It's just like, no, I'm not. I'm interested
They're
in
just
the
like,
dynamic.
let's
I mean,
spy on them. Just
yes,
okay, never
yeah,
mind.
okay, shut that off. No, I was actually interested in that season because of the way that Ainz handled the situation with the lizard men to basically bring them to his side.
It really was
It
just to
was
quote
just
Gigic, just when
it
the fans went, "Are we the
yeah.
bad guys?"
Yeah, that was literally the point in that anime where like, wait a second, are they the bad guys? Are we rooting for the bad guys here?
Just, wait, are we the? Huh? Are they?
Exactly, exactly.
Giotto?
That was like Giotto, nani,
Giotto mate?
nani, what? Are we the
What's,
bad guys
what's,
here?
what's going on
Yeah.
here?
Well, what do you think? You have a vampire and a bunch of insect creatures. You have an overpowered demon.
Vampire best girl in Overlord.
I have to agree with you on that. Vampire girl, best girl in Overlord. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the succubus. I'm not a fan of her. She
Not her
does
mouth.
nothing.
Her
She
mouth
does
just gets a bit
nothing.
weird.
She
I'll,
think
I'll
about what
take
she's done. Think about what she's done.
She's tried to suck him off a couple.
That's pretty much it. You probably you won't get this, but the
Did you know that
audience
Ainz always has a boner? 'Cause he's a skeleton.
because see I feel like you're gonna like a certain character in One
Uh,
Piece when you get to him, but
Amazing.
you won't know this until you get to it. So, but the audience will. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it. She would suck him off if he wasn't if he had skin to suck off. Yo! Trust me, you won't get that, but the audience who watches One Piece will, because that's like it's a bit. So, um,
Right.
but I
Still
would
surround with awkward.
I would say Overlord was my second Isekai, and
Mm.
I would recommend them both. But
Yeah, no, they're definitely both good,
I would
but
recommend
not first.
Overlord. I would recommend Overlord as a secondary, and I would recommend ReZero as a secondary. I would not recommend either one of them
I
as
feel
a.
like Shield Hero would be rather good.
I think Shield Hero would be a good first Isekai anime to watch.
Yeah,
I feel like that would be. Uh,
solid.
the only problem with that
Is
is
Isekai refined?
the first episode is an hour long.
Is it?
Yes, it's 47 minutes long. The first episode is 47
Oh,
minutes long.
I mean, I'll take it. It's a good show.
Yeah, it's a great show. Not gonna lie, I can't wait for the next
I think
season.
it kind of slowed up a little, maybe around like when they were farming on the island.
Yeah, I think I agree with that, but then it picked
Slowed up
right
a bit.
back up.
It definitely picked up at the end.
Yeah, it picked up right there at the end, like, Nani? You're this? I didn't know you were this, you know?
When's the Oh no, just saying when they were on the boat, like doing their final attacks, I got chills, dude. I was like, oh, it's coming. He's doing the
See,
thing.
now main popular YouTubers would not agree with us on Shield Hero. That's where you're gonna find if you guys in the audience enjoy Shield Hero, you guys are gonna enjoy listening to us because a lot of
Please
people
just listen
don't.
to it.
Yes, please just listen to us if anything. But we do love
We
Shield Hero.
love trash.
We love
Although
some
it's
trash.
although I will
Some
say
trash.
Shield
Don't
Hero is
say
trash.
don't say all anime. We're not gonna say we love all trash because there is some
I
trash that
love
I.
all trash that isn't Scum's Wish.
But you gotta remember he's a dumpster diver, so that's what he does.
Scum's Wish is beyond me. I can't even like I love trash, but Scum's Wish is boring of the boring of the
It is
boring.
funny because you can't actually just like you can't sink your teeth into Scum's Wish at all. Like it's just a.
You can. It's just so every single character makes you want to punch him in the face.
Okay, so we're
I
not
want to go
talking.
all
We're not
Kazuma true gender equality on him.
we're
Okay,
not
so
talking. Yeah, we're not talking about what we hate here as
sorry.
anime. We're not talking about
I
trash.
gotta
Let's get
calm down. I gotta
yeah, let's
calm
get
down.
back on. I hear our train coming. We need to get back on the track.
Okay. I'm gonna do a stand by me.
Uh, speaking of dead bodies,
When should we speak of dead bodies?
we're about to actually.
Well, how
I
about
would
what if I just go,
recommend. I would recommend.
is this a zombie joke?
I would recommend High School of the Dead.
I would not.
But that's
I
just
love
me though. I'm an itchy kind of guy.
no,
So
I love High School of the Dead. It's great. But the one thing is that when people think of anime, they're like, oh, what is that weird stuff? It's all that like tentacles and all that, and you're like, well, no, for the most part.
good
And then
point.
and
Good
then if you were to
point.
show them High School
Good
of the Dead, they'd
point.
be like, so this is anime. This is what I base it off of.
So yeah, you good point. Good
You want
point.
me
Good.
to what should I check out next? Sister New Devil, huh? High
Or High
School.
School DxD.
Yeah. Should go
Good
check out
boy.
some Kiss Sis next.
Oh, then
Some
we're gonna be
Insulted
stepping
for Realist Alone.
we're gonna be stepping into something far worse than kiss sis. Oh my god.
Insulted for Realist Alone. Is that classified as a hentai?
Is that classified? What is classified as hentai? That would like destroy their minds. Okay, if
No.
I had to say a zombie anime I would recommend to a friend, I honestly and truthfully would probably choose Senkaire. I would say Senkaire.
Mm, well, if I'm just recommending it, it would be High School of the Dead. But if it's recommending to a newcomer, I don't have any zombie anime I'd recommend to a newcomer.
I do. Like I said, Senkaire. I would
I've
say, but
I've only
this
watched two. I'm pretty sure.
okay. So take these recommendations that I have been saying personally, Kage, that you know I have I would ask them straight up in the beginning before I even recommended them anything. I would say, "What is your favorite genre of what do
That's
you like
fair.
to watch on Netflix?" That's what I would say. That's what I would open up with. Okay, I hear you want to get into anime. Like I've had somebody come up to me before and it's like, "Hey, I heard you're really into anime. I want to get into anime. What would you recommend to me to start me off?" And I'm like,
Yeah,
"Okay, what do you like? What is your favorite kind of genre? Do you like sci-fi? Do you like fantasy? Do you like romance? Do you like romantic comedies? Do you like slice of life kind of stuff? Like slice of life in the sense of, do you like watching people like a soap
do
opera?
people thinks?
Yeah, soap opera kind of thing. Do you like action, adventure? What do you like? And they would tell me, and I would say, okay, you like horror. Okay, well, I've
Well,
got a
don't look at
good.
anime because there aren't a lot of good horror
No, there
ones.
is good horror. There is good horror. I'm
Listen,
sorry.
what we think
I'm.
is good horror isn't what the majority think is good horror.
This is true, but I would definitely say, um, an anime that scared the ever living piss out of me
How would that be?
was. You can't find it any. It's very hard.
11 Eye.
I no, no.
Joking, that was. I don't
I
even
would,
think it's horror.
I would say Elfen Lied.
Elfin Lied, really?
Yes,
I
scared.
don't think it was very scary.
I do with the whole. I'm gonna shove my hand into my head and reprogram my brain.
Nah, I was just like, yay, romance. Let's go.
Yeah, no, no, no.
That's how I viewed it.
You are a sad, strange little man to
Uh,
copy Toy Story.
Oh, I
You
did.
are a sad, strange little man
I
because
copied Toy Story? When?
no, I just copied Toy Story.
Oh, you
Yeah,
copied. Oh.
yeah, yeah. You are a sad, strange little man. Like that is.
Listen, I was
I
like,
was thoroughly creeped out by Elfin Lied. Okay, I was thoroughly creeped out.
ooh, so they kissing on the steps, and then I was like, wait a second, I think they're cousins. Then I
Wow.
went, whatever. I've watched Stranger Things,
I
both
would
the
also
Netflix
say
show
Akira.
and
I would say Akira is definitely a scary one.
Akira.
Um,
What's that?
Akira is an old anime. It's an old anime. 1990s, early 1990s anime.
Hmm.
That one is creepy. It's not really scary. It's creepy. And then see,
Hey, hey,
I've got a level here. I've got a level here where I've got, okay, it's horror, it's gore, it's murder mystery kind of thing. It's like it's spooky. Then I've got creepy. Then I've got that's that's fudged up. Like that is
I'm sorry.
completely and utterly
Some horror are
fudged.
just like some horror. It's just thriller. Like it's not horror.
I mean, I agree with that. I agree with that. It's
Like King's
thriller.
Game. That's just thriller.
King's Game is thriller. Yes.
It's not
Darwin's Game is
scary.
thriller.
Is
Uh,
Darwin's Game meant to be horror?
Darwin's Game is meant to be realistic sci-fi.
Wait, let me check up. I'll see what the tags are.
I don't know what the classification is for Darwin's Game, but King's Game definitely thriller.
Darwin's
Another
Game.
another would
It's
be,
action mystery shonen. So
yeah, action mystery shonen. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I would say another is on the creepy scale for me. Another was creepy.
I've heard another sucks.
It's not that bad actually. It really isn't. Like
Can I
it's not.
just
I
can,
wouldn't give it. I wouldn't give it. If you wanted my personal opinion here, I wouldn't recommend it to a first comer.
can I say something?
Go.
Skirt. We're getting back on track. Skirt over.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that. I can't
Yep.
do a skirt. Skirt. Anyways,
All right, back on track. Recommending
back on
anime.
track.
Recommending anime.
Uh, Comedy. Do we have any good comedy recommendations?
I would. Okay, so me personally,
I'm thinking of something that's like more on the comedy side, because like I have some, but it's more like maybe on the slice of life side more than comedy. You know?
I have one that's fucking hilarious. Like it is amazingly hilarious.
I
But
probably have some
but
that
you
I've laughed to hell
but
with,
you
but
can't watch it without watching season 1 of Metal Gear Solid. I mean,
What?
Not Metal Gear Solid. Jesus Christ. Full Metal Panic. Sorry. Full Metal Panic.
About to say, how can
I
you
know.
watch Metal
I
Gear Solid?
forgive me. Forgive me. Uh, Metal. Uh. What I
Full
just
Metal
said.
Panic. There you
Yeah.
go.
I'm brains rebooting. Brain is definitely
Kagi got
rebooting there.
JPEG has stopped working.
Yeah. My connection is not here at the moment. Um. But yeah, Full Metal Panic is definitely something I would recommend to a newcomer. I would recommend Full Metal Panic actually.
I just thought of one, which I'm surprised neither of us have actually named yet, and it's One Punch Man.
I'd recommend One Punch Man. Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely yeah, I'd recommend One Punch Man.
It's mainstream. It's
Yeah,
popular. It's
yeah.
pretty funny.
It's
It's
not that
yeah,
many episodes.
yeah. That's only 2 seasons of like 12 episodes each.
Yeah, I definitely recommend One Punch Man.
Yeah, it's good.
Um,
It's a good show.
I'd recommend. Let's see here. Actually, you know what? Let me pull up my list.
Oh, I don't even want to pull up my list.
Let me pull
Yeah.
up my list real quick.
JoJo's is definitely not one.
Yeah, no, don't recommend
Art
JoJo.
style far too unique.
Yeah,
for
art
kids.
style far too. You have to be into the. You have to like be into anime to watch JoJo's.
Yeah.
Like, there's no doubt about that.
I guess I should start swiping.
Yeah, go ahead and start swiping.
Orasuki is actually, if you want like a romance harem comedy thing, Orasuki's pretty good.
I would say Orasuki. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Orasuki, honestly, it was a pleasant surprise.
I would say
When I read the description, I was like, nah, I don't think I watched this, but then I ended up wanting to watch it every week. You, hello? You got
I'm
one?
here. Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry. I was concentrating on something very quick. Uh, I would recommend the first Full Metal Alchemist. Not Brotherhood.
Really? Not
Not
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood. No, I would recommend the first Full Metal Alchemist.
Isn't that on the older side?
Yes, it is on the older side.
Do you
But
think people would watch an older one first nowadays?
I mean, I've personally have. I started off on old anime, so. But then
Well,
again,
yeah, but we're talking about
I
like nowadays. Get people
nowadays,
into it.
yeah, I still would recommend Full Metal Alchemist as a classic,
But
just to
as
start them into it.
like a
Just to
start.
start them into it.
Mm. Also,
Yeah.
what about Seven Deadly Sins? What are we thinking about that one?
No,
just no.
way too etchy.
It's not as
Meliodas,
edgy as a lot of them.
Meliodas grabs way too much ass and way too much boobs for that.
Yeah, he does do that, doesn't he?
Yes, he
His
does.
lines are like a fucking vine.
Yes, he does. He grapples it every chance he gets.
He does. He is twirling round.
Yes.
Oh, you know, it's a great start. Goblin Slayer. Oh, that
Here's
is
here's something to
joke.
come up. Yeah, don't yeah. Goblin Slayer, don't listen to him on that.
Yeah,
Goblin
joke.
Slayer is a bad idea.
Idea for
Here's a
sure.
good one. We were talking comedy earlier.
Hmm.
Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
I've heard about that, although I
I
haven't watched.
would recommend it. I would definitely recommend it to a first time anime watcher if they like comedy. I would definitely recommend Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
I thought, what about
It's getting a second season, by the way, this
I've
year.
heard.
I can't wait. I'm
What
happy
about
about that.
what's it called? Aho Girl.
I
Like
wouldn't
quick three
recommend
minute episodes.
I wouldn't recommend Aho Girl to a beginner because they would be then
Yeah,
they would
maybe
be
not.
like yeah they would be like what, so basically all anime is a bunch of idiots running around just coloring banana.
Although it is good
Like,
comedy though.
it is good comedy. It's definitely good
But maybe
comedy.
like after you've watched it for a little while.
Right. And then they would also sit there and think, okay, or is anime just 6 minute long episodes? Is that what it
Three.
is?
I think it
Yeah,
was more like 3 or 4.
yeah, 3 minutes long episodes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's a good one I would recommend as a sinker, like as in the sense of they've took the bait, now it's time to hook them into anime for good. Saga of Tanya the Evil. I would recommend it.
I actually haven't watched it.
That's sad, dude. This one's really good. For an isekai, this one's really good.
I
Like,
have heard that it's really good.
It's
and
one of the
I
better.
had always
It's one of the
planned
better.
to watch it,
Yeah,
but I kind of forgot what it was called.
it's one of the better isekais in my opinion. It really is. It's like if I had to put this isekai within a tier, I would put it in the same tier with ReZero.
If I finish that, I'll actually be able to go on to Isekai Quartet after all these years.
I would not recommend that.
Oh, I've heard that it's actually funny.
It
Good
is
writing.
funny. It is funny, but then you watch the second season, and at the end of the second season, it's just like that is roughly around 6 hours worth of my life I'll never get back, kind of thing. Because
Oh,
it's kind of
really?
pointless. Yeah, it's kind of pointless.
Well, yeah, but so is Steins Gate when you get down to it.
No, it's not. Steins Gate was all about trying to
Yeah, but Steins
trying
Gate,
to
you
get
just
you,
end up back at square one.
yes,
Like,
yes.
you go full
But you learned
circle.
but you learned a valuable lesson. That's the point.
Yeah,
You
but
learned a
when
valuable
when
lesson.
you look at it all, and like really, he's the only person that remembers. Like, and there's no more time machine because they destroyed it. He's the only person out of all of them that remembers. So really, when you think about it,
Okabe
what would have
learned a lesson.
changed if he
Okabe learned a serious lesson.
to not make microwaves that you can text to? Because that's all he did.
Don't mess with the time stream. Don't mess with the time stream.
All he
That's
tried to do was make sure that whoever's, heating up their karage, he's just
or
like,
their
hey,
banana or their banana.
or their gel bananas.
Yeah.
He was just trying to be like, oh, turn it down a minute extra because you always do that.
Anyways, back on track. Back on track.
Yes.
I would recommend Relife. Another one you haven't seen.
Really, I
I would
haven't seen.
I would recommend that to somebody at the
I
beginning.
I can't disprove it because I've never seen it.
I would recommend it because it's only 25 episodes long, 26 if you include the OVA. Um,
What about for a good romance? What
that
about
is a good
Tor?
romance. That is a good romance.
Would
Real
you
Life is a
recommend?
good romance. I would recommend. I would recommend Tor. I would recommend somebody who's seriously into romance. I would recommend Real Life first, then Toradora.
Hello.
What? You can. What happened? Did you cut out?
No, no,
Okay.
no, no.
Uh,
Not Mob. Mob's too art style. Nah.
oh no, 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 no,
No.
no, no. I would not recommend Mob.
Neither with the Monogatari either.
No, because
Too
they would be
artistic.
confused. They would. It's artistic, and they would be confused of how to watch it.
Yeah, honestly, when I first started watching Baki Monogatari, I was so confused how it was meant to be read. I was like, okay, so should I like pause every time a bit of dialogue comes on screen, or like it keeps on switching? Like, what is this?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but now I'm like, oh no, this is class. This is funny. This is good entertainment.
Yamada-kun and the Seven Magi.
Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches?
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it first time.
Really? I would.
No, I'd say it's really good, but I
It's
wouldn't
interesting.
recommend it
It's
as
interesting.
I wouldn't. What about just like a basic bitch harem, like quintessential quintuplets?
I wouldn't recommend that.
But it is just kind of like your basic isekai, a harem if you want to get them into it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You wouldn't want a beginner to get into a harem.
I mean, I was a beginner and I got into harem.
But yeah, but you're okay. So there's different type of people who are susceptible
Susceptible.
to, yes, acceptable to anime. You got you. Think about your predicament, your situation when you got into anime, and then
I was bored.
think about regular people.
They were bored. Isn't it? I don't think that was a good example.
No, that was not a good example.
No, because I'm the exact same as everybody else.
Well, that's not true. You have no friends.
Oh, I have friends.
You're the one that said it, not me. Okay.
It was a joke.
Well, apparently I didn't take it as one. I would not say.
Ah,
I wouldn't say Kill a Kill would be a good one to
nope.
introduce. Maggie would be a good one. Maggie
Uh,
would be a good one.
is it just called Magi?
Maggie. It depends on how the person wants to say it. It's a
Is
lot
that
of
it?
people call it different.
Just
I would definitely recommend it though.
I've never. I don't think I've seen it.
For anybody in the audience who wants to spell it, it's Magi. By the way.
Yeah,
Yeah, Magi. I love
What
Magi. I
maybe
love
not.
Magi. It's really good.
Like if you want like a tearful one, Anohana might be all right.
I think Anohana
You
would be
feel like
really
crying.
like, yeah. If you okay, for all you edge lords out there who are seeking a crying, uh,
You don't
we
need to be
will.
an edge lord. I've
uh,
cried at plenty of anime.
I'm not saying you have to be an edge lord to watch sad anime. There are the
I've cried
more
at non-sad anime.
the people who are edge lords out there are more into sad things, so they're more, you know, be willing to watch a sad anime. I'd recommend Anohana to those people.
Honestly, a lot of them, like probably just like seasonal anime, would probably just be in general. Like a lot of the seasonal anime are pretty streamlined. Look at like Infinite Dendrogram. It's just like basic bitch.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
And it's just like, yeah, if you want it, it's there.
Here's another one I'd recommend. I would recommend the anime Beautiful Bones.
Beautiful Bones.
Yes, Beautiful Bones.
I'm getting flashback to one of those Shizuku reviewers, interspecies reviewers.
No, Beautiful Bones is actually it's a mystery kind of anime. It's interesting, very interesting.
What about Noragami?
I would definitely recommend Noragami too, as well. Yes,
Noragami's
yes,
it's pretty good. It's
yes.
funny.
I would recommend Noragami to first time watchers. If you were like trying to get your friend into anime, I would definitely recommend Noragami. Noragami is
It's a
kind
good
of
one.
it's a basic bitch anime.
It is, but it's like basic bitch done right.
Yes, it is. It's basic bitch done right, but it still doesn't necessarily, you know. Uh, Here's another one
Uh,
I'd recommend that just recently finally revealed the movie out on Crunchyroll. Thank God. Which is the movie of this is the ending of the show. Uh, Excel World. You've never heard of it?
except I have heard of it.
Oh, you have heard of it. Oh,
Well, it's not like it's unpopular. It's actually a rather popular anime.
surprised. Surprise, surprise.
No, that's rather popular.
Not very
However,
many
I
people
I
I've
haven't
talked
watched
to.
it.
Not very many people I've talked to have actually
I think
mentioned
it's
Excel
because
World.
the main character is. All right, I'm just gonna be blunt about it.
Don't
He's
be
fat.
hurtful. Don't be hurtful. You see,
I,
there you go. You're being hurtful.
I'm being blunt about it. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
people don't want to watch it because he's fat. Sad truth.
It, it is a sad truth, but it's a good anime. It's a good anime.
I haven't watched. Honestly, I don't like. I
It's
read
good.
the synopsis and it didn't interest me all that much. It just seemed like an isekai, but not my type of isekai.
It's not actually isekai. It's actually more of a
It's video game isekai. Yeah, I'm getting it.
yeah, it's sword art kind of.
Yeah,
I would
Sword
look at
Art
it.
like season two.
Believe it or not, sword art and Excel World have the same writers, so they're the same person.
Yeah, that's not very hopeful, honestly.
Well, look, as bad as sword art has gotten its credit, Excel World's pretty good. Excel World
I mean,
has its
if it's like
moments.
first half of first season, then could be all right.
No, it's pretty good all the way through. Excel
I
World.
meant like if it's like Sword Art's first half first season.
Yeah, I know what you meant. I know what you meant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know what you meant. I don't. That's why I'm saying I don't agree with that because Excel World was pretty much good all the way through. Like you just had to watch it. Um,
Uh, One that I would recommend for like more experienced watchers is Katana Gatari. Katana Gatari.
Katana Gatari. Yes, I
Yeah,
have not
it's
seen it,
like
but I
the art
hear.
style at first is a bit like the episodes to begin with are maybe a bit boring, but like you get a little ways into it and you're like, oh, and that ending. Oh,
I would say my next recommendation for mine would be Spice and Wolf. Actually,
I haven't watched it, can't
yeah.
comment.
See, we keep going up against each other on this.
Yeah.
can't can't agree or disagree on that. This is a joke. This is a
Let's get
joke.
that out of
Let's
the
get
way.
that out of the way. School days.
Oh,
It just,
just
it just popped up on my
warms
list.
the soul.
It just
Warms the soul.
popped up on my list. Oh god.
I'm trying to look to see if there are anime because like there are like a ton of really good anime, but as starter ones, no,
Yeah,
you know.
I would recommend it to an already psychopath. I would recommend School Days to an already psychopath.
Yeah, same with like Mirai
Yes.
Nikki and Prison School and
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, here's one. Here's one that I would recommend.
oh, let's hear.
Boogie Pop.
Haven't watched it. Can't disagree nor agree.
I know you haven't watched it, but I would definitely recommend Boogie Pop. Boogie Pop's pretty good. For starters.
I'll take your word for it.
I also recommend
Uh,
I would recommend
you spit it out.
I'm trying to pronounce it correctly.
Just try it, and then if I know a different way to pronounce it, I'll try.
Well, if I don't pronounce it right, then it's gonna come back to haunt me.
Well, it might come back to haunt you anyway, because you'll be known as that guy that took 20 minutes or something that might be have been easy.
I think it's pronounced Kamui.
Kamui? What?
Kamui. Golden Kamui.
It's probably Kamui.
Yeah, it's
Like
probably Kamui.
Kamui.
Yeah, Kamui actually.
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought I didn't know. I didn't hear. I turned my
I
volume
think.
up a little bit actually.
Haven't watched it. I don't think.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and I'm waiting for the final season to come out. I
Oh,
enjoyed
so
it.
it's multiple seasons.
It's pretty easy. Yeah, it's three. It's so far 2 seasons, but the third season has yet to drop. Uh the 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 premise of the story is basically it's back in the warring times between Japan and Russia for the top half of Japan, the Hokkaido region.
Hmm.
And there's a soldier.
Fucking Russians.
He becomes famous. A Japanese soldier. He becomes famous by his name was the immortal Sugimoto. And
Sugumomo?
Sugimoto.
Yeah, I know. I
Sugimoto.
heard.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
yeah, yeah. He's basically his name is the immortal Sugimoto is because he would charge bunkers and take bullets and shrapnel to the arms and legs and shots to the shoulder and whatnot, and he would not die. He would not drop. He would just keep going, bayonets to the gut, and he would just keep going and going and going.
What a
So
guy.
they
Absolute
called
Chad.
him the immortal Sugimoto. Anyways, he got done with the war, and he basically, you know, went rogue. He quit the war, quit the military. He went AWOL, and the reason he went AWOL is because he had enough of the fighting, and he promised a friend that died in the trenches with him
Every
that
good
he
hero
would
dies from overwork. Eat the
he.
fork.
Can I finish?
It
I'm almost done.
depends. Can
I'm
you?
almost done. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Uh, Basically, he promised a friend that died in the trenches that he would take care of his wife that has a sickness in her eyes that can be cured in America, but he needs the money. So basically, he goes to farm for gold in pan for gold in a river, and it leads to a whole big story of where he can find a big, large amount of gold with the natives of Hokkaido. I can't remember their names, but they're the natives of Hokkaido, and it gets really good. So,
Hmm.
what were you gonna say?
None.
What were you
No,
gonna say?
just a quote from a thingy. Older
Go
Ramin.
go ahead.
Oh, it's just every hero dies from overwork.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. I told you it was none. You need
unless
to
you're
believe me.
demon lord, the devil is a part timer. Is what I have to say to that.
Nah, sorry, don't get the joke, reference, whatever.
In the sense of, I would recommend devil as a part timer.
Nope, I wouldn't.
Why?
It's a great anime, but not first come on. Nope.
Why not?
I just I don't think so. I think it's good, but it's not first one. Good.
Okay.
Yep,
That wraps up the time. I mean, we're hitting an hour now, so
that's true.
yeah, we're hitting an hour
Hot
now.
minute.
So, final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Try and convert as many people as you can. We need to expand and enslave. That's about all I have to say. You, Kage?
I definitely agree. Expand, expand the non-believers in animes horizons and show them some of these anime that we've recommended today,
Show
and
them shonen.
change their mind on anime, because
Mhm.
most people's thoughts on anime is, oh, it's just,
Misguided.
yeah, very misguided.
Like until
Um,
summer, I was the exact same way.
it's like, oh, cartoon. It's just a bunch of cartoons. Like,
I was like,
no,
what are you watching, you nerd? But then I started and I was like, oh, this is actually great.
yeah.
You know?
And then you fell into the pit and you haven't been
Yep.
able to crawl back out.
Mate, it's a chasm. It's not even a
Yeah,
pit.
yeah, it's definitely Mariana Trench worthy. Mariana
Yep.
Trench worthy. Yes. So geography is everything, as
I'm
Teki would
drowning in
say.
all the trash.
Yeah, yeah,
My lovely
you've
trash.
you've got the bad end of the chasm.
I'm a hoarder.
You've got
I,
the bad end of the
I'm
chasm. You're
just
down there.
surrounded by my lovely trash.
You're
I
down.
sit on a throne of it.
You're down there. You're down there where all the through all their plastic, their garbage, and it's just sunk down into the trench.
Like
You're on
I have an
that side
entire
of the
kingdom
trench.
there.
Yeah.
I've made like castles out of just plastic bags.
I go to have a conversation with him, and he's got like trash guards blocking
I've just
his
got domestic girlfriend and like
yeah.
Eromanga Sensei guarding the door.
I love Aramanga Sensei, so me and Aramanga Sensei would definitely have a great conversation. Uh,
There,
so I may steal her from your guard duty.
mate. I'll send. I don't know what other trash do I know. I'll send
So,
Blade Dancer after you.
oh, Blade Dancer, fun stuff. All right, so that ends the portion of our show for today.
That
Um,
does.
yeah,
Continue. Yep.
yeah,
Keep
that
going.
ends the portion of Brickhouse Anime today.
Does.
We will see you next time. This has been
We
episode
shall.
2,
It has been
and
episode 2.
do not forget to like,
Do
comment,
not
and
forget.
share,
Share.
please. Yes, get us out there. We have
Out there.
many more ideas.
Ideas.
Are you just gonna keep copying what I say at the end of
I'm
it?
hype man. I'm hype man.
You're not doing a very good job, sir.
Well, fine. Did you
You-
want me to be truthful? Fine. We
I
don't
want you.
have ideas. We spent like 20 minutes trying to come up with this one.
Hey, actually, you know what? But we came up with it before we actually did it. It's not like we're just showing up on here. Oh yeah,
That's
what are we gonna
okay,
do
I see.
today? I don't know. I guess we could do this. No, we could sit here and argue about it for 20 minutes and let the listeners listen to us argue about what video topic we're gonna discuss. But
That's fair enough.
we got somewhat of a plan going here. So
Somewhat.
somewhat. So
It's
uh,
there if you look hard enough.
yeah. So
Beneath my trash.
like I was saying, like, care, like, share. Jesus Christ, care.
Like and care for us.
Yeah. What with your trash? Anyways, like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Makes us, more popular, so we can get more people in here. We can have even more discussions in the future if you leave your comments below. Like I said in the previous episode, we will be doing at the beginning of the show. If you do leave five, if we have 5 comments, that
That
we will
is the
talk
thing.
about. Yep, we will talk about those comments at the beginning of the next episode if we have those comments.
We'll try and do that.
So yeah,
Yep.
have a good day, Bookish, and I will talk to you again on the next episode.
You too, as well as you listeners. Have a good one.
Have a good one, guys.